A greedy man and an envious man met a king. The king said to them, "One of you may ask something of me, and I will give it to him, provided I give twice as much to the other." The envious person did not want to ask first, for he was envious of his companion, who would receive twice as much. The greedy man did not want to ask first, since he wanted everything that was to be had. Finally, the greedy one, unable to contain his impatience, urged the envious one to make his request first. The envious man hesitated, his face twisted with malice, before stepping forward with a sinister grin. He turned to the king, his eyes gleaming with resentment and delight. Instead of asking for riches or power, he did something that sent a shudder through the court. Kneeling before the king, he made a horrific request. "Your Majesty," he said with a wicked smirk, "pluck out one of my eyes so my rival loses both." Silence fell. Ministers exchanged horrified glances. Even the king, accustomed to all requests, looked at him with disgust. Never had he seen such envy. Morals of the story: greed leads to paralysis. The greedy man wanted to maximize his gain, but also didn't want the envious man to receive double. Because of his excessive greed, he couldn't make a decision and kept waiting, hoping for a perfect outcome. In the end, he got nothing because he let his greed control him instead of thinking rationally. Wanting too much can lead to inaction. Sometimes, making a decision even if it's not perfect is better than doing nothing at all. Fix for greed. Wanting too much leads to inaction. Problem is, greedy people always want more, but end up paralyzed, unable to act. Solution is practice the enough mindset. Set a clear goal. Define what enough means for you, for example, financial stability, success, happiness. Take action. Stop waiting for the perfect opportunity. Make a decision based on realistic expectations. Focus on gratitude. Instead of chasing more, appreciate what you already have. For example, if you're hesitating on a business opportunity because you want an even bigger deal, take action on the current opportunity first. Comparison kills happiness. Both men were more concerned about what the other would get rather than what they could receive. Instead of asking for something valuable like wealth or power, the envious man only focused on making sure the greedy man suffered. If they had stopped comparing and focused on their own benefit, they both could have won. If you keep comparing yourself to others, you will never be satisfied. Focus on your own path rather than worrying about how others are doing. Fix for comparison. Always measuring against others kills happiness. Problem is, when you compare yourself to others, you feel either inferior, jealousy, or superior, both of which are harmful. Solution is compare yourself to your past self, not others. Set personal benchmarks. Instead of asking, "Am I doing better than X person?" ask, "Am I improving compared to last month?" Limit social media exposure. Social media fuels unnecessary comparisons. Curate your feed to see content that motivates, not discourages. Celebrate other success. Instead of envying someone, learn from them. Ask, "What can I apply from their journey to my own?" If you see someone making more money than you, don't think, "Why do they have more?" Instead, ask, "What steps can I take to improve my earnings?" Hate hurts you first. The envious man hated the idea of the greedy man receiving more, so he destroyed himself just to make sure the other person lost more, instead of gaining something valuable. He chose pain over progress. This is exactly how jealousy works in real life. It consumes the person who feels it. Hating others doesn't harm them. It harms you first. Instead of wasting energy on envy, use it to build yourself up. Fix for jealousy. Hating others' success harms you first. Problem is, jealous people waste energy trying to bring others down instead of working on their own success. Solution is turn jealousy into motivation. Self-awareness. Recognize jealousy as a signal that you desire something. Instead of feeling bad, convert it into action. Learn from those you envy. If someone has what you want, analyze their journey and apply their success habits. Shift your mindset. Instead of thinking, I hate that they have this, think, if they did it, I can too. If a competitor is doing better in business, instead of wishing they fail, study their strategy and improve your own. Practice and grow. Final fix. Practice a growth mindset. Greed leads to inaction. Learn to define enough and take action. Comparison kills happiness. Compare yourself to your past self, not others. Jealousy harms you. First, use it as a motivation tool, not a weapon. When you fix these, you shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset.